First, Glossy WOLED high refresh rate monitor is finally here, and to put it bluntly, I prefer Glossy WOLED. Now, I'm not going to cover every single thing in this video. I'm just going to cover what I think is important, and even if you're not interested in this particular monitor, I think there are a few really cool insights that you can gather from this. I love the stand of this monitor. It's quite small, and this little phone tray thing at first might seem useless, but since I keep my phone on silent, it lets me know if there's a call coming in or any important text while I'm working or while I'm playing games. When it comes to looks, this monitor looks amazing. Everything about it feels premium. I just really hate this ugly chin thing. It works well with the stand because it blends right into the stand, but when mounting this monitor, it just looks incredibly odd. Firstly, the clarity on this monitor is just amazing. The glossy, in my opinion, makes a difference, especially for someone like me who likes to pixel peep. It might not be an issue for everybody, but I just love this glossy version. This monitor also seems brighter than a lot of the WOLEDs and QD-OLEDs I've tested, but I think because of the white subpixel, white content definitely looks brighter and it makes the whole picture pop. The color on this monitor is also amazing. In SDR, it's almost identical to the QD-OLED. In HDR, I can notice that the color brightness of the QD-OLED is brighter, especially when it comes to neon signs in Cyberpunk. But when actually using it, it's not something I could really notice. Also, the issue that I reported on the LG 32GS95UE with the raising of the black bars is not existent on this version. I saw that happening on 2 copies of that monitor, and the fact that this WOLED is not having this problem definitely makes me seem like there's either a firmware issue or a manufacturing issue on those monitors. This monitor is a 27-inch 2K OLED. The pixel density is about 109 ppi. The 32-inch 4K monitors have 140 ppi. The clarity difference is definitely visible, and also the size difference, but my only issue with this is actually the OLED text fringing. I think it's incredibly noticeable. Maybe not on white text when you're using your background, but in games where there's numbers or letters, especially colored ones, you can really see the text fringing. It's also incredibly visible on logos. To be honest with you, I was genuinely considering swapping out the 4K 240Hz for this, but this text fringing issue was a major drawback for me. I'm able to control the light in my room well enough that I can enjoy QD-OLED, but during my time using this glossy WOLED, I was able to keep the windows open a lot more. I'm incredibly frustrated that they didn't put a glossy option on the 32-inch 4K monitor. For those of you enjoying the matte, I'm just incredibly jealous. Also, pricing just seems to be an issue for me. When looking at the price of this, it's launching at $700 and it'll eventually be at an MSRP of $750. And that really doesn't make any sense to me when the MSI 321URX is $950. It is an amazing monitor, especially if you don't need 360Hz or if you don't want the 4K. But with such good value on the 360Hz 27-inch and the 4K 32-inch, I would say put the extra $100 or $200 towards whichever monitor you like better, as long as you can control the light in your room. And lastly, we come to maybe the most important part of the video, the problem with ASUS. Gamer Nexus made an amazing video covering the customer service issues they had when trying to RMA something with ASUS. Even though they finally did get their issue resolved, just seeing companies with these shady practices is not something I personally really want to support. I'm not really one for brand loyalty. I like to do my research and pick whatever is the best product at the time, and I think that's how most people should be operating anyway. But we can only go on past experiences when it comes to brands. I personally can't name any brands that have made the RMA process incredibly easy. If there are any brands you guys have personally had good customer service experiences with, definitely leave it in the comments below. I think if you do end up picking up this monitor, there's just so much to love about it. If the text fringing is an issue for you, I would suggest sticking with the 4K OLEDs. For me personally, I've really been enjoying the MSI 321URX. I just wanted to thank you all for all the support on the videos that I've been putting out, and thank you guys all for watching.